it's me, Just Jess, and welcome to CW Chat, Legends, Arrow, and Speed. There are 3 cool shows out now, and these 3 lovely people watch all of them. Yeah. I'm going to call them my panel of experts because, you know, you can just be an expert in this. You don't have to have a qualification for it.
It's true.
It is true. So Legends of Tomorrow premiered last week, and it was a big premiere, and it's only part 1 of the pilot, but we're still going to talk about it. And Arrow returned, The Flash returned. So let's meet our lovely guests today. We have Paige Dula. Am I saying your last name right?
That's correct.
Great. Paige defines herself as an IT geek.
Yeah, I'm kind of an IT geek. I've been in information technology now for, gosh, 15, 18 years.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do as my day job.
And how did you get into all these shows?
I've just always liked comics in general. And DC Comics has always been probably closest to my heart.
Yeah, DC over Marvel?
DC over Marvel, I think. Although Marvel's done a great job, you know, with their franchise lately. But.
And all of both brands are really killing it. I mean, DC I think owns TV. Marvel's doing good in the box office for now. Yeah. Until the Batman Superman movie.
Yeah, really excited for Batman versus Superman.
I know, and the trailer for Suicide Squad.
Yes, was that not fantastic?
That was
with,
good.
With the whole Queen song
the
in
Queen
there.
music.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was good. So, but that's neither here nor there. Although some of the Suicide Squad was in, and we could say, in a way, we'll get to it, but the Legends of Tomorrow cast, they're kind of like a Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of are. They're kind of a misfit.
Yeah. And so we have also Bryan Brown. He's CEO of Word of the Nerd online. What's going on with Word of the Nerd?
Oh, so much. We've got a lot of big cosplay projects coming up.
Oh, wow.
Some photography stuff, new podcasts. We're working on some stuff for another show on another network, so I won't plug it too much here.
It's all, we love everyone. Well, that's very cool.
You know, center of the nerd universe, that's us.
Perfect, and it's wordofthenerdonline.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. We'll go there and listen to his podcast. They're really fun. And we have Karla Marsh. She's events manager for Heroes Aren't Hard to Find, and she's not busy at all this week.
No,
Nothing's going
Why would
on.
I be busy this week?
Nothing's going on.
It's not like we have a Charlotte Minicon coming up Saturday, January 30th at the Grady Cole Center.
Very cool. And hey, I was wondering, maybe if people like this Dab On 'em shirt by local artist for Marvel, Rico Renzi.
Works for Heroes Aren't Hard to Find as well.
Maybe you can get
those
them.
awesome t-shirts are going to be available at the Charlotte Minicon and also at Heroes Aren't Hard to Find. So if you're a new Panthers fan like I am, even got the Panthers hair going on here. You can get these. Rico designed them. They're great, and they look great. Look how good they look.
I got mine this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yay, I'm coming over to get this shirt.
Fresh off the presses.
Thanks, Rico. Rico's watching Periscope. Thanks, Rico. Yeah, so we're big fans of the Panthers, and it's been an exciting week, and we're excited about Heroes Minicon. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to be able to sleep. And speaking of, we still have all the new shows coming up this week. Let's get into it. Let's talk Arrow. That was a pretty big episode.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so how did you feel about the episode? There were mixed reviews. I saw some people online who didn't like the disjointed, the whole way it started off. Thoughts? Like it?
It's kind of crazy.
Crazy.
Because, you know, it's 4 months in the future at the beginning. You know, we see him standing in front of a grave, which we still don't know who's in that grave yet.
We don't know.
Well, and we know who's not.
Yes.
Which everybody thought
it's not Felicity.
It wasn't going to be Felicity.
It's not Felicity.
Between that and the flashbacks, I was kind of coming back after a strong mid-season finale. I thought it was kind of weak.
See, you know, my opinion on it was, and we're looking at this scene right here where it's the very ending scene, and if you notice, she's not wearing her engagement ring. You can't tell if she's paralyzed, but it kind of doesn't look like she is anymore, and there's obviously tension. So okay, who do you guys think is in the grave? I've been thinking it's Thea, but I'm
thinking it's Donna. I think it's Felicity's mom.
Her mom? Okay.
Felicity was so emotional about, you know, you've got to take care of this.
Yeah, and that's some great acting. You could see her whimpering and like her eyes tearing up. Good for you, Emily Bet Rickards.
It's either her or Captain Lance.
You think? Okay, you think it's those two. I'm starting to lean towards it. I can't imagine they would do this on the show, but no one really dies in comic books like soap operas. But Diggle. Thoughts on Diggle?
Yeah, that's another
because it's so the scene is so powerful.
Wow. Yeah, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, I was watching, you know what, it was Emergency Awesome or Awesome Emergency. Charlie Schneider is a YouTuber, and he thinks it might be Diggle, and that would be intense if it was. But you can, I don't know. I feel like Diggle's character has kind of taken a different path lately, and I didn't love him as much this episode. I don't love the thing with him and his brother. It's kind of weak. I don't know. But yeah, Diggle. I don't know.
Well,
I was thinking
You might be onto something.
You know, we've got Earth 2 out there.
Yeah, it's true.
And the Earth 2 Diggle could come back because there's been speculation for a while now that they're going to make him a Green Lantern.
That's what they've been saying that, and then they take it right away. They're like, no, we're not doing that.
Well, of course they'd say that, and because they want it to be a surprise. They're not going to go, oh, you found out.
And that was the pilot episode where they did that pan, and you see Hal Jordan on a flight uniform, and you didn't see if it was a white or black guy.
Right. Well,
he wouldn't
most
be
likely he'd be John Stewart.
Yeah, but what?
Because I think his middle name is Stewart.
Yeah.
Diggles is?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Maybe that was his friend. Maybe that's where all these flashbacks are getting to. Because what are they getting to? I don't love the flashbacks in this season.
Since the second season, they've been irrelevant. Once you found out he's been off the island before.
The wig was a lot, too.
The wig was
it's supposed to be like a moral tale, I think, of what he had to go through, and it's similar what he's going through in that particular episode.
Yeah.
I just think they're a waste of time at this point.
Yeah. Well, I hope they're getting to something good.
I do, too.
Because I thought maybe they were doing something with like kind of the mystical stuff.
Well, they introduced Constantine into this universe with that.
Thank you. We have a Constantine fan. And you notice if you call that phone number that he shows on his card, it's a recording.
It's a recording. That's
One of our
awesome.
street teamers called it. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't want them to delve too much into the mystical, because what I like about Arrow is that feasibly some of this stuff could happen. They don't have superpowers. They're vigilantes that are just really good at karate and stuff and parkour.
Some are.
And archery. I still think there should be a superhero workout. The other thing that people thought might be in the grave are possibly Oliver's son and baby mama.
Yeah.
Thoughts there? Well, I did a poll online, and overwhelmingly that was the answer that people thought.
But why would Felicity be so upset? You would think she'd be kind of relieved, or at the very least, indifferent.
Maybe it had something to do with, like, maybe they grew attached and that caused something in their engagement rift.
But there's only 4 months in between this and that.
But
So
Thea
it's
is on
kinda
that
hard to tell.
bloodlust rampage, though.
Yeah.
Still, it could be Thea, but she's died so many times. Poor thing.
Yeah.
Or like almost died and then
don't-
died. And tying in Arrow, I didn't realize this. I guess I hadn't realized we're going to end up seeing more of Merlin in a way that I think will maybe. My theory is that they'll kind of bring him into Legends of Tomorrow, because you saw at the end of the Flarrow crossover, he scooped up the ashes from Vandal Savage, and you only need like one cell to recreate Vandal Savage. So, do you think we'll see him in Legends of Tomorrow?
I think he'll be brought in eventually. Has to be.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see him. In the first episode, we obviously see some of the Arrow crew. I've seen the second episode, so I know somebody we see in the second.
Somebody's cheating.
And then she gave it to
Spoiler.
us, a CW employee. And you will see somebody. It's cool. I don't want to ruin it for our people, but if what did you think of the pilot for Legends?
I liked it.
You
a
did?
lot.
Good.
I liked it a lot.
It was kind of like Flarrow. I keep saying Flarrow on speed, and that's probably really inappropriate to say at work. Flarrow on steroids is the move. Maybe I'll say that instead. So did you think this first episode, I mean, it was a lot of setting up the characters. Did you, I think knowing the second episode, it's better. Did you think there are too many characters in this show, or the right number?
I mean, I think there's the right number, and it's a good thing that I think they know most of their fans of the other two shows are going to be watching this, so they didn't have to do as much character building.
Exactly.
With most of them, except for Rip's character.
Yeah, and he's pretty cool so far, and obviously there's going to be a subplot with that, the Time Master, which I didn't know was a Doctor Who tie-in, and apparently it is.
Yeah.
I have to learn that too. And this scene we're looking at here was, I liked it because of its kind of campy. I think this is what the show can add. The fun, like Flash is fun, and this can take it kind of to a different level of the 70s music, all of them with their crazy personalities. I love this fight scene.
Oh, yeah.
I think for the episode, Mick Rory has the best one-liners.
Oh yeah,
he does.
He stole the show.
Dominic
he stole the first
Purcell's
episode.
Time to Shine, yeah. Do you guys have favorite characters from this one?
Gosh, I don't know. I gotta say White Canary.
She's pretty cool.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like branching out into a new person. It's like it's her chance to reinvent herself now.
Yeah, and I wonder if any of the effects from the Lazarus Pit will
Yeah, like
continue into
the
the show.
bloodlust. Yeah, I don't know if they'll bring that in or not.
I mean, she obviously likes to fight. It's kind of like all of these guys go to the bar looking for a fight, it seems like. They're going to be bringing in some cool characters. Jonah Hex, which, okay, who here knows about Jonah Hex? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell us about Jonah Hex.
Well, Jonah Hex is, like a gunslinger type from, back in the 1800s. I guess.
So I think that they're traveling to the Wild
sheriff.
West at some point. So, my only concern about Legends of Tomorrow is that so far, currently, the plot is simple. It's very straightforward, which maybe that's good because we all know the other plots are not simple. But will it be enough for a season? Do we care that long about catching Vandal Savage for 16 episodes? Or do you think they're going to introduce something left field?
They're going to have to.
They'll have to, like some overarching story arc that'll branch multiple seasons. I think they'll definitely do that.
And that's maybe where the Time Masters will come in. And the Kronos, wasn't that the name of the kind of like transformery looking guy? He looked like Darth Vader.
Yeah, the one they call Boba Fett.
Yeah, the Boba Fett. Yeah.
What's great about it is that all the other shows follow the same formula.
Yeah.
And Legends doesn't. It's completely new. It doesn't have a comic book equivalent.
Yeah.
So there's no, storylines that they could
That's a good point.
steal from, like, oh, you got that straight out of the comic book. Now they can bring other comic book time traveling stories in.
Yeah.
But it's still a fresh and new idea. So I'm excited just because of that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about it like that. It's
And
almost
with
like
time
CW's
travel,
own comic.
anything is possible. They can go back and none of the events from a season could have actually happened.
Yeah.
Right.
And
There's so many things that is just wide open.
wide open, and they haven't even introduced the multiverse concept. And
Right.
I think I wouldn't be able to follow. Like if it's multiverse and time traveling, that would be a lot.
Yeah.
They might do it. They should maybe save that for Flash. Do you guys think that we're going to start seeing, because there was kind of a little bit of talk about it in Star City for Arrow, do you think we're going to see either the multiverse or some of the metahumans, where we're going to find out there's been an effect from the particle accelerator in Star City that far away, which I don't know how far mileage-wise the two cities are apart, but there was some talk that there was metahuman activity in Star City.
It's based on a comic book, so anything can happen.
That's true.
They can write in anything and make it believable.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and they aren't totally bound to the comics either. I mean,
That's
they,
true.
They branched out from that.
Yeah. How are we liking on Arrow the big bad Damien Dark this year?
I'm ready for them to move on.
I want them to
Nobody likes him?
I want to
Yeah,
pinch his little head off.
Yeah,
I
I
think
love the actor, but
Yes.
I'm
Sick of the
over-
character.
Yeah.
See the character.
It's like they're playing games. It's just like,
True.
okay, they stick the knife in just a little bit further each week with
Right.
him, and
now he has a break.
yeah,
Like you have like a 10, and then we're coming back to get you, kind of
yeah.
thing.
So I'm kind of hoping that there's a crossover episode where Flash and
Helps defeat him.
it's
with the
going to be
legends.
all hands on deck kind of thing.
I wonder what do we call those? If it's Flaro crossover with Legends too, it would be like
The Legends of
the
Flare.
Legends of Flaro.
Legends of Flare.
Plot. I don't know.
And then if
Flaros
they
of tomorrow.
eventually do Supergirl, that's going to make it even more.
gosh, yeah.
That introduces a whole other
And then
element.
Just Jess is gonna need to watch all this, Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
You know,
we've
they
got
could always
aliens.
bring Smallville back into the mix too.
And that, I root for that first.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be kind of cool. And you know what? That'd be a fan. And I think if they did that, they need to keep that stealth. Kind of like how no one knew Mark
Yeah.
Hamill was going to be in the finale, the mid-season finale. They need to keep that stealth because people would riot over that. I'd like
Yeah.
to see that one happen on Twitter. Everyone just losing it. The wife of Damien Dark, there's obviously something she's brewing. Apparently, I guess if you see an extended trailer for Arrow, she is actually, I think, running against Ollie in it.
For the mayor.
Yeah. But I love a dark character. I love the Harrison Wells this season. I know some people are kind of sick of him, but I love the way that Tom Cavanaugh has been interpreting the new Harrison Wells. In Reverse Flash, next week's episode for for The Flash is all about Reverse Flash. How do you guys think that that's going to play into it? How is this Eobard Thawne going to fit into this universe?
Well, I think one of the things from the trailer is that Wells says this is his origin story. So this, even though he was erased from time,
not necessarily on Earth too.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
So we can see his actual origin story, where this Reverse Flash actually came from, and maybe they can change things. Yeah. To where maybe he's not such a bad guy, or just stop him
and use him to play against Zoom.
Yeah, that would be a great way, because that would be a way to harness that kind of speed, or figure out group effort, the speed to kind of defeat Zoom. I wonder. My theory was maybe they would loop it where Tom Cavanaugh's character Harrison Wells would do something where he kind of try to siphon off the speed, or like become Eobard again to like trick Barry to siphon the speed. But that would be too easy. They won't do something like that.
You never know.
You never know.
Because you're not expecting it to happen.
I tell you what, though, I get, even though he's an evil bad character, I get the warm fuzzies that Reverse Flash is back. I love that villain.
I do too.
I think it's because we spent a whole year loving that villain.
Yeah. He's familiar.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, look, we don't really like this Zoom guy with his weird, like, jack-o'-lantern face. But I do like the Reverse Flash.
Yeah, I almost think that Reverse Flash was more menacing than something that's so outright menacing. We know Zoom is Zoom and he's bad, and they have him in a scary black outfit. Yeah, but Reverse Flash is just like, who's this yellow dude being shady? A little yellow dude.
Well, it was that mystery.
Yeah, it was
about who he was and all of that. So that helped.
And there's still the Zoom mystery. Okay, who do we think at this point the Zoom is?
Eddie.
You think it's? I think it's Eddie too. First of all, Rick Cosnett went to Vancouver and filmed something. And because if Eobard's back, Eddie could be from somewhere. I think. And then, can you imagine that scene where he unveils his little pretty face, and it's Eddie?
And then Iris passes out.
Yeah.
But it won't
and Barry
be Tony
has to
Todd.
run to her rescue.
Yeah. And we were talking too about the Jay Garrick. I totally missed this in Flash Chat this week. Jay Garrick is sick with something.
Yeah.
Is that from the comic books?
I don't recall that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So
but all you had to do is miss one issue, and that's
It's true. Maybe he has some kind of degenerative disease, and that's maybe why the Speed Force helped keep him.
Yeah, to help him regenerate.
Yeah. What are your theories on where they're going with that? I can't guess.
I think ultimately they're going to create the formula that permanently gives him the Speed Force back again.
What's that called? Isn't it called something like
something 9?
Yeah, something 9. Velocity 9.
yeah.
I do wonder if that's what's going to happen to Caitlin, though.
Yeah.
Because something happens to Caitlin.
Something happens to either this Caitlin or it's Caitlin Earth 2, and then we got to see Deathstorm.
Yeah.
And those two, in the pictures that the network put out, it looks like that they are in Earth 2. Deathstorm and Killer Frost look like Earth 2 characters, just kind of their design of their clothes. So there's a lot to find out.
Plus Jesse Quick.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Gosh, so much.
And Patty Spivot, who
supposed to have the
unfortunately
Speed
is
Force.
leaving.
But she'll be back.
Yeah, she eventually gets the Speed Force.
Yeah, she's supposed to. So literally by the end of the Flash, what's going to happen is literally everyone will know the Barry Allen's a Flash, and everyone will have the Speed Force.
Which is why I wondered why he was so
Ron.
hesitant to tell her. It's like, everybody knows Cisco keeps slipping up.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, who doesn't know that he's
Everybody
Flash
knows at this point. And I guess it's okay as long as I still don't trust Patty Spivot. I think she has something that she's hiding. So I think it's good in a way. Maybe it'll pan out in future episodes that they didn't tell her, and it was a good thing. Maybe
she's so smart, though.
Yeah.
Like, if she's so smart,
Why?
how do you not
she's
deduce
legitimately-
this
Yeah,
great
because
lady
he used his
detective?
regular voice. He didn't disguise his voice when he rescued her.
Exactly.
And she touched his butt, too.
Yeah,
So
she should
how
know.
did she not know?
She should just. Well, I know we always have to suspend belief in these kind of comic book shows, especially like Clark Kent with the glasses.
Yeah.
But if she is such a smart character, either she knows and isn't letting on, but she really doesn't seem like she does.
Yeah.
Or she just really doesn't know. And that's
Well, you could just figure it out by the company he keeps.
True,
just the people that he hangs around.
Well, the Flash.
You know, everybody knows that he hangs around with, even Iris now. Why, you know, it's.
Yeah. Do we like Wally West?
Maybe.
I was just going to bring up the whole Wally Joe thing. I don't know. It just.
Not the direction
it just seems like
I thought
extra
they would take.
stuff.
He doesn't. It's not the direction I thought they'd take, but I also think like sometimes the West family needs a little bit of like an antagonist because they're so loved, and so I think that they need the challenge of like not everybody can get along with you guys.
Or
you
not
know?
everybody's perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want the smart aleck, wisecracking Wally West.
Yeah.
That's who I wanted to see.
Well,
He's wisecracking.
he is.
He's kind of a smart
White Shadow.
Well,
yeah.
He's just not to the right people yet.
True.
We you know what, we have a lot to look forward to this season, and just this week alone, because now our weeks are chock full of DC. So tonight is Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Angie and the Virgin return, and we have tomorrow at 8 is the Return of the Flash.
Yay.
Then the next day is Wednesday, Arrow at 8. Thursday is Legends and the 100. Make sure you watch the 100. Man, that was a great season premiere. And come see the Street Team. We will be at Charlotte MiniCon. All day, every day, with just one day, so you can only go to that one.
January 30th, $5 to get in. Bring a canned food good to donate to the Second Harvest Food Bank. They'll be there raising, collections for the Second Harvest Food Bank.
And you guys raised a record amount last year, right?
Yes. Last year it was a ridiculous amount, so thank you guys very much. And let's do it again this year.
Let's do it again. So this is all for CW Chat Legends, Arrows, and Speed. Thank you to all my guests for being here.
Anytime.
And happy DC watching, everybody.
Woo! Set your DVRs.
Go Panthers.